The Occult Chronicles, The Devil's Interview. In the dimly lit studio of their infamous podcast, The Occult Chronicles, a group of friends gathered around a table adorned with candles and strange symbols. Among them were Alex, the charismatic host with an insatiable hunger for the bizarre, Lily, the fearless researcher with a penchant for the supernatural, and Jake, the tech guru responsible for their impressive online presence. Together, they sought to explore the darkest corners of the occult world, constantly pushing the boundaries to achieve fame and notoriety. Their latest episode was to be their most daring yet. They had managed to secure the services of Helena Gorzinski, a renowned Polish occult medium witch, who claimed to have a direct line to the spirit world. Word had it that she could summon even the most powerful entities, including the devil himself. Eager to amass a massive following, the group advertised the event across all social media platforms. The anticipation grew among their fans, who were excited and apprehensive about witnessing such a daring feat. The night of the interview arrived, and the atmosphere was charged with tension and excitement. Helena, draped in a flowing black robe, stood at the center of the room, surrounded by the podcasters and their equipment. The air seemed to grow heavy, and the flickering candles cast eerie shadows on the walls. With a trembling voice, Alex began the ritual. Chanting ancient incantations, he called upon the dark forces to make their presence known. The studio was filled with an otherworldly energy, and the group could sense that something powerful was indeed responding to their call. As the ritual progressed, the room seemed to grow colder, and an ominous presence hung in the air. Helena's eyes rolled back, and she spoke in a voice not her own, a guttural, unnatural tone that sent shivers down everyone's spine. Suddenly, all the lights in the studio went out, leaving only the glow of the candles illuminating the scene. The livestream, however, continued to broadcast, and their fans watched in both fascination and terror. In the darkness, the possessed Helena moved with an unnerving grace, her body contorting in ways that seemed physically impossible. The podcasters tried to flee, but an invisible force held them in place, helpless witnesses to the unfolding nightmare. With each passing moment, the malevolent entity inside Helena grew stronger, its laughter echoing through the studio. The podcasters' fear turned into desperation as they realized they had ventured too far into the darkness. One by one, Helena's eyes fixated on the terrified podcasters, and without uttering a word, she unleashed a torrent of unimaginable horror. The candles flickered violently as her hands moved with unnatural speed, inflicting fatal wounds upon her once friends. The room was filled with agonizing screams and the sickening sound of flesh being torn apart. In the final moments of the livestream, as the last podcasters breathed their final breaths, Helena turned to face the camera, her eyes glowing a malevolent crimson. Through her possessed vessel, Satan himself addressed the horrified viewers, promising unspeakable suffering and darkness. The livestream abruptly ended, leaving the audience in a state of shock and disbelief. The Occult Chronicles podcast had crossed a line they could never come back from, and their pursuit of fame had led him to a tragic and horrifying end. The story of the ill-fated podcasters spread like wildfire, captivating the world. But it was not the fame they had envisioned. Their legacy became a cautionary tale, a chilling reminder of the dangers of dabbling with forces beyond human comprehension. From that day forward, the studio where the ritual had taken place was abandoned and shunned by all, rumored to be haunted by the malevolent spirit that had claimed the podcasters' lives. And as the memory of the Occult Chronicles slowly faded, the darkness they had unleashed continued to linger, forever seeking new vessels to possess and souls to torment.